Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a juicy one today. It's gonna be a fruity one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just keep on being here. Keep on being present. Keep on showing up for love. Especially self-love. One of the hardest types of healing there is on this planet. Oh yes, self-love, self-worth, self-pleasure, and self-love. Are you ready? Let's go. I love my life. Ooh, I love my body. Yeah, I love myself. Yeah. Welcome to your sacredsexualawakening.com. Yes, check it out. That's my business. My name is Shaft Uddin, and I'm here changing the world one orgasm at a time. Sometimes 2 or 3, sometimes it just doesn't end. And my mission is to find world peace through intimacy. And today, we're going to be talking about something very important. Did you say orgasms? Yes, I did. How to become a multi-orgasmic man. This is true. We've got some very attractive blonde person in the chats. Berlin Daluna. Nice to see you. I'm looking for a wife. So, it's not about the ejaculatory orgasm. No. That's not what we're here for. Today, we want to talk about how to become a bit like a woman, to be honest. You women are already tantric. You women are already multi-orgasmic. If you're not, well, it's hardwired into your body. You'll be able to figure it out. If you don't know how to figure it out, find me on sacredsexualawakening.com. Hane, nice to see you, babes. Hamza Sabi, nice to see you. Let's get some engagement in the chats. If you're tuning in, give me some questions about male ejaculation, male orgasms. If you've got any questions, erectile dysfunctions, anything like that, let's go, bros. Let's go. So today is all about how to become multi-orgasmic as a man. So what we're talking about is not actually ejaculating and orgasming over and over again in a row, because that doesn't happen. When you're fucked on drugs, sometimes you can have sex for ages, ejaculate, go hard again, ejaculate, and that's about it. If you've ever hit more than 2 or 3 times, message me. I'll be impressed. But what we want to do is actually become more like a woman and actually be multi-orgasmic. Like for a man, I'm sure you women will know, if a man ejaculates, what happens? They get a bit sleepy. They lose their life force energy. And what we're trying to do is preserve that life force energy. What we want to do is not ejaculate, but we want to injaculate. So what we want to do is separate the ejaculation and the orgasm. Now, how do you do that? That is hard. But Berlin Dula is saying, Dulan, how come some men won't come, but just still slightly? Little bit of cum, just a little bit of cum, a little bit of pre-cum maybe, just a drip, a clear fluid drip, little bit of pre-cum. That is, I mean, I pre-cum like a motherfucker. I mean, I'm so wet all the time. If I've met the right person with the right chemistry, so we have the feelings. Oh no, they're saying something. Belinda is saying something. The after one, but it's not all the way, kind of. I don't know what she's talking about. Women do have 3 types of ejaculatory fluid. three types of fluid, to be honest. Men have two. We're not talking about pee, by the way. But as men, we do have our pre-cum, which lubes up. I mean, we both get wet, but you still be able to get pregnant from pre-cum, according to my high school. That's what they taught me. Oh, Nathaniel Goldman, nice to see you in the chats. He's saying, is it okay to come all the time? Nathaniel Goldman, you're an entrepreneur, if you've ever read the book Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, you'll see why it's actually not so great to come all the time. If you want to be rich, if you want to be more connected to yourself, you'll understand why. It's all about transmuting that energy and directing it into something else. The fact that I've been doing this for such a long time, and I'm a 41-year-old man, and if I shave this, I look like a goddess, a beautiful, handsome man. It's because I got longevity. The side effects I'm going to talk about later. Nathaniel Goldman is saying, is it okay to ejaculate on the cheat day, like Sundays? Now that's the worst time to do it, because that's when you'll go to hell. So you don't want to do that. So, man flesh. So, ejaculatory orgasm over and over again. If you ejaculate once, you'll have the refectory period. When a man does that, he ejaculates, he usually loses interest. You women, you'll understand that they'll roll over and go to bed. You guys, you'll probably pick up your phone and check your Instagram or do something else. You're done, you're good. But as a multi-orgasmic man like this guy, Shaft Uddin, who is probably I don't know anyone else who's been doing this practice longer than me on a consistent level. I'm different. I'm different to men. There aren't a lot of guys practicing this. I did it just because back then I had ADHD and lots of mental problems that made me get addicted to anything. And I also wanted to be the best at everything. I don't really have that anymore. So I wanted to be a multi-orgasmic man, and I thought I could do it. I'm going to give it a go. It's just 21 days. I just got to do this 21-day challenge over and over and over again until I get to the 21 days of non-ejaculation. It's a consistent practice, and it takes a long time. Luckily, you're going to be in this body of yours for a long time. Oh, Belinda, the blonde one, saying something. Can you talk about oral sex and squirting? Is that squirting or ejaculation? There's fluids coming out. Goddess of Liberation, nice to see. Let's give her a little wave. Still looking for a wife. So, ejaculatory orgasm over and over again. Men lose their sexual energy. It's not about doing a retrograde either. So this is different to separating the orgasm and the ejaculation. Some men are taught if you press under your perineum, the million, they do it like this, the $1 million point, the gooch as I call it, the space between Christmas and New Year's Eve. That dead space. That's a root chakra. Get your fingers up there. So if you press on the root chakra, your ejaculation, instead of coming out, it goes in and it shoots into your bladder, and you have a retrograde ejaculation. And you can know if you've had a retrograde ejaculation. It's because your oojas go down. Your oojas vanish. Your oojas is gone. Fully gone. And how do you know your oojas have gone? That's your superpowers. Your oojas are gone because your penis goes... and it's over. Also, you'll know if you go for a pee and you see a bit of cloudiness in your pee because all your semen's gone up there. So that doesn't count. It's an interesting way to feel new sensations in your genitals, in your sex. I started doing it until I read an article about a retrograde, and then I experimented with the thing. And if I couldn't keep an erection, then I've just jizzed inside of myself. Ejaculated. So that doesn't count. That's cheating. So what you want to do is a harder practice. Just like meditation, just like all things, you actually have to put in a lot of hard work. It's harder for us men to be multi-orgasmic than women, because you got the other problem, you women, not being able to orgasm. It's kind of ironic how different and same we are. So our issue is we love ejaculation. Ejaculation happens pretty quick for us. I mean, if I'm having sex with someone and I'm doing it unconsciously, I could orgasm in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's all I need. Just 2 seconds. Bum, 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 done. That's me as a normal human. But if I want to be a conscious, sacred, sexual Jedi that I am, then I gotta do so many things that you women have no idea what I'm doing. Do you want to know what I do? Do you want to know? Message me if you do, because put it in the comments, because I do insane stuff on an interdimensional level. But that's for another video. I mean, there's a reason why I retired at 35. There's a reason why I'm not like all other men. There's a reason why I look so great for my age. Find another 41-year-old that's a man that looks like this. Ejaculation. So, this is a new sensation you would feel in your body when you orgasm. It's a new type of orgasm. It's a new sensation that you as a man can't imagine right now. And it's not about hard and fast. It's actually the nuances, the subtle sensations that actually become the orgasms. The tingles of sensations, like where are the orgasms coming from? It's kind of like Vipassana, focusing your awareness into one point of your being and just breathing into it and expanding it. Like last night, I had an orgasm at my men's circle. I do love orgasms. And I do love how amazing and different and unique they are. Like last night, we gathered round our men's circle, went for a big run. The facilitator of the men's circle said, we're going to do the thunder run. So we ran for 3 or 4 kilometers, and then we basically did an intense run, sprint up a hill, went and sat and meditated, and he said, can you feel the thunder of your chest? And I was like, yeah. He said, meditate on that and meditate on expanding your heart. And I thought, I mean, that's fun, that's nice, but let's have a few orgasms. So I basically did what I do when I'm on ayahuasca or conscious ketamine or any kind of psychedelic thing or plant medicines. I basically generated energy in my hands, and I felt the energy around my body, and I just felt the aura pulsating. And usually when I'm in some kind of psychedelic trance state, I basically move my body, and the energy from my body moves my body. I did this sober, and I was like, "Oh, I could feel this sober. I've not done this sober before." And I was like able to go, okay, I'm gonna, like, when I'm giving energy orgasms to women, you could check out my videos on YouTube about energy orgasms. I'm able to feel their energy and just like, just pump it into them, and open them up. So I did that to myself, and I felt all this tingling sensation, and I was like, I just had a cheeky orgasm then. I just gave myself one. These are your heart. The extension of your heart is the heart of your palms. That's how it works. Anyone could do this stuff, by the way. You just got to open up your body or check out sacredsexualawakening.com. If you want a tantra teacher, I'm that guy. If you want a coach, I'm that guy. So I basically was able to pick up the slight nuances of energy circulating around my body, and every single one of us has this auric field, magnetic field. Some are bigger than others. Mine's pretty big because animals come to me and children love me. A bit like a Disney princess. So I was able to generate that energy and pulsate it into my body, and I had a few orgasms. I mean, I just had one now. It's great. The only way to get to that level is to experiment with your body, to feel the subtle energies, to bring your awareness to your body. And we do this by body awareness, just like meditation, concentrating on the breath, but as it's Tantra, concentrating on pleasure. Love that. Oh, Belinda Dula is saying, can you recommend other women talking about doing live like this? Yeah, me. Find them, get them to collaborate. I actually mainly only talk about women. I just decided to talk about men for the last few days because I noticed there's a few more view counts on these. So, as a man, you need to become more in your feminine energy to be able to surrender more and open up more. This goes to women as well. Instead of going for the goal in your masculine energy and going for that orgasm and going for that one thing that you've known, which is eventually you'll realize is kind of like a bit of a microwavable meal. A bit like junk food in the end. You're not meant to eat junk food every day. I mean, I do love Max Burgers. I won't lie to you. But if I ate that every day, I would just get shit skin and get ill. But if I want perfect skin, I gotta masturbate mindfully and use that sexual energy and enhance my well-being. It's still the same thing, but with a different intention. It's still the same thing. Masturbation makes you go blind and you go to hell. But if you do it in a tantric way, masturbation and you don't ejaculate makes you live longer. You become richer, healthier, more powerful than ever before. So in the end, when you separate the two, you just won't go back to your standard ejaculatory orgasm. In the end, it will feel like fluid just passing through your penis. That's it. Like, you do that when you have a piss. And you can have a piss orgasm. So I haven't actually tried that one yet. You do need to de-armor the inside of your penis with these urology things. Yeah, there's all this stuff. So what does it feel like to have an orgasmic experience as a man? Well, you start to feel these tingling sensations. Your breath you breathe differently. You feel more. You experience more. You expand more. Your lips start tingling. Your heart starts expanding. You can have an orgasm in your heart, a full explosion. And there's a scientific reason behind that as well, which is all your awareness goes there, all the energy goes there, all the emotions go there, and just like a peak orgasm, you have that in your heart. You can have that in any part of your body. Let me describe an orgasm. What happens when you cry and cry and cry and sob? Sobbing. This happened to me when I watched Raya, the Last Dragon from Disney last week. You feel a sense of peace once you've had a crygasm. What about when you're laughing and giggling and laughing so much? Then it hurts so much. Then you have the peace. What about the anger? Then you have the peace. And then the sex. then you have the peace. You have all of this in all your emotions. You're having an orgasm pretty much all the time. And the women who say, I can't have an orgasm, you've been having a lot of orgasms, trust me. And if you don't know how to have an orgasm and you're suffering from anorgasmia as a woman, find me on sacredsexualawakening.com and book yourself a yoni massage. And in 4 sessions, you'll be able to become multi-orgasmic. For a man, get a coaching session with me and I'll teach you the practices. So basically, eventually, everything becomes multi-orgasmic. I mean, don't tell anyone, I'm ecosexual. Shh. I'm like those sex witches of Instagram who could touch a bit of moss and just get an orgasm off it. You become who you surround yourself with. I've been surrounded by dakinis and priestesses. Now I'm just by myself. Anyone needs a boyfriend? I'm available. In fact, look, check this out. I did actually write down what I wanted. Those of you guys who've been watching my live stream, remember this on the 26th of March. 26th of March. It says, I have an emotionally available tantric loyal Viking hot blonde CEO who owns her own studio, so we can run juicy workshops together, co-create fun yin yang photo shoots, and create content for our YouTube channels. And she's a lesbian and bisexual and wants babies. Signed it myself. 3 kisses. Here we go. So this is what I masturbate. I don't actually masturbate to this, but I actually masturbate every single day to call in my beloved. And the beautiful thing about that practice was I was never out of love. I just stopped doing it. Because I was in Stockholm in Sweden, and I've been masturbating to other things, which is, I live in a city, so it's all about purpose and impact. And guess what? I'm making purpose and impact. Wherever the mind goes and your penis, the energy flows. So sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies on the planet. If you're a man, here's how to become multi-orgasmic. It's not about ejaculating over and over again. It's about turning your ejaculatory orgasms and the refectory period so you no longer have that refectory period. You don't have that drop of sexual energy. You just keep on going up and up and up and up and up until you have a valley orgasm. And that's something that feels amazing. Valley orgasms are insane. And these orgasms can, for a man, you've probably never experienced an orgasm that lasts more than 1 second. You're just like, there it is. A bit like a sneeze. And that's it. Done. Bim bum boom. Imagine sustaining that pleasure for a minute. That's a long time, especially when you're a man and you only, it takes you 3 minutes to ejaculate. So that's an extra minute. That's 4 minutes now. 4 minutes of pleasure. And I know for a fact every man wants to be a god in bed. Every man wants to fuck a woman open to God. And you can. Every man can. You just gotta discover how to use your body. And I could direct you there through sacredsexualawakening.com. Check it out. So if you're a man, I invite you to do the 21-day challenge. That's different to the I love my life, I love my body, I love myself challenge, which I recommend to everyone. That should be your foundation challenge. Chanting I love my life, I love my body for 21 days, 108 times a day. I love my life, I love my body, I love myself, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself. You get it. But the 21-day challenge for a man is to not ejaculate, but to masturbate. Yes, you're going to get blue balls. Some people don't. But you're going to have to figure out, well, this is a whole different video altogether. The actual tiny steps you need to do to get to where you need to do. The $1 million point is something interesting, but you're having a retrograde, but it's nice to play around with, to feel different sensations in your genitals. But there is other ways. Your homework, men, is, because I know you're masturbating pretty much, now or in 5 minutes or this morning or later on tonight. What you want to do is, if you're watching Pornhub, then do the wanking challenges, but don't ejaculate at the end. That's going to be intense. That's super hard. But you'll be able to make yourself last longer, right? I mean, there's 20-minute ones, 30-minute ones, 5-minute ones. It's called edging. Porn stars do it all the time. I know there's not a lot of men watching my videos. It's mainly women. But if there are any men out there watching this, try the edging games on Pornhub. You'll last longer. It's just you're already masturbating anyway. You might as well learn how to mindfully masturbate if you're still addicted to porn. But the key is, just like junk food, is not to watch porn all the time. Learn how to masturbate without the visual stimuli. Learn how to masturbate through sensation. So I could basically make myself hard just by squeezing my penis like that. That's it. Not thinking about anything. I could be scrolling, or I could just make myself hard. That's a pretty impressive skill, considering men need to look at something to get hard. So if you could actually just squeeze your penis, pump your penis into something, you're already doing something your brain has never done, probably. And that's a good thing. Because what we want to do is eventually get yourself off porn and start living in the real world and start loving yourself through a penis practice. And hopefully one day when you ejaculate, when you become multi-orgasmic, like this guy, you'll sing, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself, yeah. Thank you for tuning in for another podcast with Shaft Uddin. And if you found value in this video, podcast, live stream, please do smash that like if you're on YouTube, and subscribe and turn on your notifications. If you're on IG Live, let's try and get 6,000 followers. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? And if you want me to do other videos like this, please do send me your questions. I really want to know how I can serve you. I want to help as many people as possible with my content. I'm a wealth of knowledge. I've done so much. I've invested more money and time into these practices than anyone I know. Do you know why? Because I had a job and I was on a 6-figure salary. Luckily, I'm back on a 6-figure salary. So, Tantra paid off. Man. So, I invite you to send this to your friends. If you've got any questions, find me on sacredsexualawakening.com. I'm ready to be in service to you again. I took a long time off, and I would love to help as many people as possible. Dakini Ray is saying, this is a great topic. Thank you for sharing your personal experience. Thanks, babes. I'm in a city now. I never meet any Dakinis anymore. I can't even understand these Swedish women. It doesn't make any sense. So, I'm celibate now. It doesn't make any sense. Hopefully, I'll start being in service. Well, I've already started. I'm starting from today. And my beloved is coming. I won't be coming. I'll be orgasming her into existence. And I will share this practice and I'll show you how it's all possible. I mean, literally, I've done this whole thing with my own personal life, from being extremely affluent in love, from being an insanely successful love, sex, and intimacy coach and a sacred sexual Jedi and a tantric sex guru, to coming to Sweden, becoming completely single, then becoming celibate, and then understanding women, and then understanding how to overcome my fear of rejection and fear of approaching, because I've never done these things before. And now, you know, I'm gonna stay a virgin until I find my beloved, my queen. My queen is coming. My queen is coming. I recently met someone. This is a great story. Was meant to sign off, but this is a super juicy story. So I bumped into a girl I used to do sex magic with last August. So you could see our sex magic ritual on my Instagram. And I was calling in £10,000 and she was calling in her king. We had a few sex magic rituals together, and this is I'm just showing you how powerful your penis is, men, and how women, you have amazing vaginas too. So we just need to know how to use these devices that we have, which is our sexual energy, our life force energy. So we'd come together every so often and pray. Set the intention, make love, and let it go into the universe. When we're making love, we're feeling, what does it feel like to make £10,000 for me? What does it feel like for her to have her king come in? Then all of a sudden, I didn't hear from her anymore, and I felt rejected because we're having a great time. Then I saw on her Instagram she was with another man, and obviously I was like, oh, all women are the same. Then I saw her last week, and I asked her, because I'm trying to figure out why am I still single. So I asked her, so babes, what happened? How come you stopped connecting with me? And she said, oh, I found my king. And I was like, oh, what? And she said, yeah, he came around my house the next day with gifts, and he called himself the king, and now we're in love. And that's where I've been. And I was like, no way. And my heart literally went... And I felt so much love for her because it had nothing to do with me, because obviously I was making assumptions because of my patterns with being single for so long. And I just felt so much gratitude, so much joy, so much like love towards this woman who I used to make love with. And I mean, she got her king. I got my £10,000. This shit works. Sadly, I don't have anyone to have sex magic with, but I have recently reached out to her saying, can we have sex again? So I could call her my queen. It worked for her. It worked for me. Let's do it again. So your sexual energy is powerful. Learn how to harness it. Learn how to love your life, love your body, love yourself. So please, I beg you, share this with your friends. And do check out my online course, The School of Self-Love with Shaft Uddin. You can find this in my bio on Instagram, and the description and the link below in my YouTube. Finally, I've created a digital course with the best tools when it comes to quickly going deeper into self-love. And you can measurably see how much your happiness has changed. How do I know? Because I'm living proof. You can start using all of these techniques from this course immediately in your daily life and instantly see results. No complicated preparation needed. You will find your true purpose. You'll learn how to connect with yourself and others. You'll learn how to fall in love every day, which is a very important practice, especially if you're single in a city. And you'll learn how to live a life beyond your dreams. That's the easy bit. You'll learn how to let go of your past relationships, which is directly linked to healing your relationship with your mommy and daddy. That's the bulk of my work. Check out sacredsexualawakening.com. And why this work is so important for the evolution of this planet. Guys, we have sex to have babies. Come on, figure it out. So you might as well have enlightened babies and have conscious conceptions. So this course that I've created is video based, so you could do it on your smartphone, do it on your tablets, you can do it on your computer, you can do it on the go. So please do check it out. And I believe with Tantra and sacredsexualawakening.com, you can cure all addiction with connection. We can overcome depression and anxiety by becoming present. And we could heal loneliness by finding the one, ourselves. Oh, yes. And those of you who've seen the Swedish Theory of Love, if you know anyone that wants a sperm donor, I want to give the gift of life. And I could get rid of this one because there's another prayer out there which says to live in a house. I got the house, yo. I'm moving in on May the 1st. Dreams do come true. So thank you. I love you and I set you free. Please do write down your biggest takeaways from this beautiful podcast. And I will see you